Greetings, welcome to Dual Edge Review, where I will be giving you both sides of the coin. Today, we're going to be taking a look at Warframe. Should you play it, or should you not? Warframe is a third-person sci-fi space shooter where you grind loot, a lot of loot. That's usually what people like to say about Warframe, that it's just one huge loot grind. And they are not wrong, but I find that the best way to describe Warframe is that it's like having a big toolbox and you have to figure out which tools work best for the situation at hand. So maybe you want to go in stealthy and you'll pick Loki, and another time you'll have to defend the point, so you'll get someone like Frost. Warframe really rewards you for finding new ways to tackle on challenges, and that's probably the better aspects of the game. Now, unfortunately, there's a lot of things that are maybe too strong in comparison, and not a lot of players see reasons to use certain things, or certain weapons, or certain frames at all. So you'll probably stick to seeing just the same 5 frames for the rest of your life. Now, that doesn't mean that every frame is useless. It just means that, like with every other game, there is some differences that just can't be ignored. Now, like I said, the game revolves around finding loot, and it all boils down to drop tables. Now, some people go in, and they only have to do one mission to get what they want. Other people, like me, have to run the same thing like 50 times just to get a single item. So it's really up to luck. It's just balls to the wall. You can't, with the percentiles and all that. You learn to just ignore the percentiles and just keep running because it just chance. It's all chance. However, when you do finally get that thing that you want, it feels good and it is very rewarding. Moving around just feels good in Warframe. You can jump and skip and roll around all over the place, and it's just really fun. It's really fun to do. Unfortunately, most of the community is already very well experienced with moving around, so most of the time, if you're playing with a party of people and you're kind of new to the game, you'll be playing catch up. So I recommend that when you start playing, you do a bunch of solo missions until you get accustomed to both the maps and the movement. The hit detection is also really good. I don't think there's any other MMO that feels like this. Shooting enemies actually, like, you get real feedback as if you were playing on a console, and I'm playing on PC. I'm playing on a multiplayer game where when I shoot something, it does damage. Other games just don't seem to have that these days. There's a lot of server dependency, I guess. I really don't know what the cause of this would be, but all you need to know is that playing the game, it just feels good. Of course, you might get stuck here and there every now and then, but that's another issue. So, if you want to have an escape from your 9 to 5 job, here's another 9 to 5 job where you'll have to constantly keep running missions just to get the thing that you want, but it doesn't bother me. So if this is something that bothers you, then you probably won't like this game at all, unfortunately. Now, there's a great amount of customization. You can change basically all your colors in all of your frames, and it is very nice. The designs on characters is very good. I find it all very appealing. Unfortunately, a lot of the cosmetic items, or should I say every single cosmetic item, is mostly behind the paywall where, like most other games, you have to pay for cash currency in order to actually acquire all of these cosmetics. Now, the good thing about Warframe is that you can actually work hard and get the premium content for free. If you can get some rare relic drops, you can sell these to other players for platinum, which is the premium currency. So if you have enough patience and you get lucky enough, you'll get a lot of platinum in a short amount of time. Now, unfortunately, this means that you have to go into the oversaturated trade chat or go on websites like Warframe Market, where there's a lot of people trying to sell the same item and you'll have a lot of competition. Alright, finally, the world was really interesting. It's what drove me into liking this game in the first place. You have the military-driven Grineer who use chemics and toxins and cloning technology, and the Corpus who are cyborg capitalists, I guess. I don't know what else to describe them as. And you get the infested, which is basically a mushroom that spreads everywhere. It kills people. They're like the Zerg of the game. The story ended up actually being really interesting. At the beginning, it's kind of meh, kind of generic, I guess, but I think that after you get past maybe the first little half, I think you'll find it interesting. At least I did. Now, the last part is that you're pretty much left to your own devices. You can basically say that this is a wiki game, much like Minecraft or something like that. And there's really a lot that you probably won't understand or know that it even exists, like the Codex, where you can find a lot of information about the world. So you'll probably be running around not knowing what to do or just doing missions for a good week before you finally get yourself off the ground. This isn't a bad thing, it's just that there really isn't that much direction for new players. And I'm sure that there's a lot of videos out there, but you shouldn't really need to look up videos in order to learn how to play the game. Fortunately, once you get into Warframe, it's really fun. The grind might get to you sometimes and you may get tired of it trying to get that one item that you want, but at the end of the day, it's fun. It's worth it. There's a lot of stuff that you can get if you're lazy enough, you can just pay for it, or you can buy mods off of other people. Hopefully I convince you to play or not play Warframe. Thank you all for watching. Have a great day. Alright, this was my first ever double-edged review. I am here with the boys. That over there is Merc Boy, Potato Boy, Golden Boy, Growlook, and the side character. Hopefully you enjoy this little presentation I made up, and I hope I can get better at this. I really have a good vision for this. Once again, thank you all for watching. I am Panda, and I'm out.